long story short, I was in some call-in show.
I'm moving on. I don't need the cigarettes anymore. He goes, "Where's the chicks at?" I don't know. They're not here. What does this guy say? Jack, have you ever been dabbed? I don't know what that means. So no, or maybe I have. All right, let's keep this party moving. What's up, Alberto? How you doing, man? All right, let me see if you guys got any good comments in here. I feel like I'm neglecting you guys. All right, Derek, you're next. About 30 seconds. I'm popping you in, bro. Ford Fusions, Ford Fusions are awesome. If you can get yourself like a 2016 to 2020 Ford Fusion, money. It's a great car. Take her on a date to Applebee's. Classic. All right, you know what? I can't find any good comments. Here we go. Derek, you're coming on, brother.
Bonjour, bonjour. How's it going?
Yeah,
Out here in France. And Jack, how you doing, brother, man?
Bonjour, my
Yeah,
man. Wait, are you actually in France right now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Originally from California. Lived out here for 14 years. I'm 40 years old. Yeah.
God damn, boy.
Yeah, man.
All right,
yeah,
that's cool, man. So, how old are you? And obviously, you're in France. So, but
I was
how
born
old
in '83, mon ami. So that makes me 40.
Oh, the
How
boy
it
got
doing,
the
what it be?
singing. Yo, he's coming through tonight. Damn, I was gonna say, Derek, don't mess this up, but you got it, brother.
I knew this. I'm true to this. So yeah.
Oh, he's good. I like him already. All right,
Cheers.
so Derek, talk to me. What's on your mind tonight, brother?
Well, yeah, I was just listening, and yeah, I've tuned into your stuff here and there for a couple months, and I like how you go over a lot of the stuff that everyday people go through and stuff. And
I'm living
for
it.
me, being out here in France, like it's hard for me to relate sometimes because I'm so out of touch. I've actually had a stint of like a year and a half back in the States for like last year, 2023, 2022, and I was so out of place. I had a girlfriend I was supposed to go to and be with in Canada. She's from there. I got denied at the border because of some bullshit. Oh, I sold weed back in like 2003 or some shit like that.
Yeah, you're a terrible person. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm a threat to national security over there. Up north. Like. Shit.
No, it's funny because back then that was like you may as well have killed somebody. That's like for real. Because nowadays it's like a slap on the wrist. It's like nothing. It's not even a slap on the wrist. The cops are like this. Like, yeah.
Like even the Royal Mounted Police, Shit.
Exactly. So fill us in. So like in France, you guys aren't experiencing like everything just seems pretty like even keel, or like what's the difference you're seeing here?
All right, so the whole male female dynamic, the dating scene, it's not the same at all. Like there's like different tendencies and traditions that they kind of stick onto a little bit more. But geez, like hearing all this stuff, like the expectations of the women, and yeah, just hearing you say like you had to pick up the bill of like what was the tab, 300 bones for that shit?
Around 300, and of course I tip
Only.
like an ass. I tip like an asshole, so it's $400 check.
All right, yeah. So check it. Like, and I heard some of your videos before. Like, I can totally relate because I've done bartending and serving for 15 fucking years in California, in Washington D.C., in Paris, in the south of France, in La Bretagne.
Damn, you bartended everywhere.
West Coast side of things.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So in France, they don't tip at all. It's a different thing. Like, yeah, that people might leave a couple euros or keep the change type of thing, or drop a $5 type of, and that's pretty much what, $6 right now, if you put the math together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know, like maybe I've had a different, I've been on podcasts and stuff for a number of years. I've done a lot of stuff. I mixed conscious hip hop and just, I've been married with a French woman. That's why I was here. So I kind of skipped out on the whole dating dynamic throughout most of my life. I got divorced before the dawning of the Rona, if you will.
I was just gonna ask if you guys were still together.
Yeah, no, but I'm with another woman right now, and she took me, like plucked me out of the when I was serving at a restaurant last summer. Actually, she's 53 years old, 13 years older than me. She has 3 kids, body like a supermodel, like someone in their 30s. She's been a midwife at a job. She's delivered 9,000 babies in her life throughout
God
her career. Yeah.
damn.
And she had to get out of the medical thing because of, some stuff, but she does acupuncture and stuff. But yeah, she's not my sugar mama, but at the same time, it's like I've had numerous experience, not with her, but in the past, of just I have a way of going about reality and tuning into the Hermetica, the science of life, if you will, just the law of attraction, cause
Mhm.
and effect, vibration, rhythm, all these things, mentalism, because it all starts with your state of mind.
Oh, of
So
course.
when you're able to wield these things and just be in alignment with your true authentic self, it just magnifies out there, and you're able to attract that likeness. And for whatever reason, I've radiated some energies, and women have just been like, "Hey, what's up?" kind of thing. And like, I don't even do much. I've been able to have a cool relationship with this woman. There's no issues and stuff. We laugh it up and we make wonderful love. I don't like to call it, we're having sex all the time. I make love, like from that heart based intelligence type of shit,
All
So
right.
yeah, ladies dig that shit. And I know guys are trying to, get more in tune with that. I see a good amount of lip servicing to that sometimes. But yeah, guys, girls, whoever, like fuck this war of the sexist stuff, just, get back in center with your heart-based intelligence type of shit.
Yeah, basically the way I look at it now is it's kind of like, yeah, I was super bummed that, the chick left me because I did not see it coming. But at the same
Fuck, man.
time, like when you were saying like being yourself and all that, it's funny because it's like if I can't fully just be myself and be or kooky and do my thing, I don't just walk around town doing this. A lot of times I'm just the silent guy chilling, and then I chime in when necessary. I
Mm,
got something dope to say, I'll say it. That's how I roll. I don't just lead the conversation just to talk, so but it's one of those things where like you're talking about like being in tune with the vibrations and that. And it's funny, randomly the other like a few days ago, I was out at this little like this little small mini festival thing where it's just like a live band and some vendors. And so my best friend was like, my best friend goes, "Yo, Jack, you should go do that tarot card shit." And I was
yeah.
like, I looked over, I go, you know what? I've never done one of those. Let me go check it out. So I go over there. Yo, I'm not kidding you. I don't I almost thought like this chick might have watched my YouTube channel or something. Um
Mm.
Possible. Bro, this lady, I didn't say anything about myself whatsoever. Everything she said on the money. Like like odd. Super super odd. And I was just sitting there like I was kind of tripped out a little bit, honestly. I was kind of like I was like she wasn't wrong about not one thing, and she said like 10 different things about me. But like kind
Mm.
of not vague either, like specific. Um yeah, so anyways, I ended up was like, "Oh, I got to hear more, dude." I ended up shelling out some more money. I was like, "Go ahead, do a deep dive." You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah,
And
yo.
but that was something though that even if it's all hocus pocus, whatever, I really don't care. I wanted to
It's a
see
living
what
science. There's a lot of frauds out there, or halfway hobbits, if you will, but
yeah.
it sounds like
I
you got a legit one. Yeah.
well, I just wanted to see what
Mhm.
a total stranger thinks of me without even knowing me. And sh
Yes.
and she even said, like, she was like, "Don't get offended. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm thinking and how I'm reading you." And she's like, "If you're cool with that, we'll go." I was like, "Shoot, tell me it all. Go ahead. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I know what I've done in my life. Um,
Right.
so ain't no shame up in my game." So yeah, she fucking
Going.
nailed it though. But as a result of that, the really good thing I got out of that was that's why I'm bringing up the self-sabotage. She goes, "Look, if you want to book another session, you can, and you can come to my office." But she was like, "You need to get out of your own way." And she goes, and she
Ooh.
brought up being broken up with without me even saying a damn word. And I was in a great mood. I was chilling. I'm at a live event, got my best friends with me. I was in a really good mood. So I wasn't like sad, none of that. And she called it like with the relationship. She called a bunch of shit. And then she was like, and she goes, you need to get out of your way. And then she said, and for the relationship, she said, there's no sense in walking on eggshells with your partner. And to be honest with you, I kind of thought I was the last like 3 months we were together because this chick's parents didn't like my YouTube channel. So I was kind of like being conscious about what I said. Not really. I would still go totally bananas, but certain
it's on your
things,
mind still, yeah.
certain things, like if I would have put that welfare video out when I was with her, guarantee you there would have been some fucking big issue. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit,
But
yeah.
I just thought it was kind of awesome because I was like, oh, that was actually really refreshing for a total stranger, whether they're full of shit or not, to tell me what they see in me. I actually recommend it to you guys. It was kind of interesting. Even if she was totally wrong, it would have just been a cool experience, and I could have been like, she's full of crap. But
Yeah. I work with the
anyway.
tarot. It's a living science. We have to take these things back to, the ancient times when it was first created, why it was, beyond the divination crap. And yeah, it's like 78 cards. They're archetypal, uh, you know, attributes to human consciousness that, we can all, step into during our journey of life type of thing. And so it's just cool to kind of see these things and when they pop up, especially like I have friends that do this. It's been 100% fucking accurate with some of these people. Like no joke,
It was
especially like
actually,
well
it was,
learned on the adept, and
dude, it
like they
was,
read energies. You have to consider numerology and a lot of other things, and some of the esoteric, proper information, if you will.
yeah, dude, it was actually,
Natural.
it was kind of scary. It was cool though. It was cool. I was more
Like,
than
hey,
happy.
that's too much about me. Like,
Let's just say I paid for the basic one up front. And then once she nailed like 7 things in a row, there was like a little list of like, intermediate, you know, medium and advanced. And I literally was just like, give me the advanced, give it to me now. Like dude, just for like 45 minutes, just giving it to me. I'm just sitting there going, oh. And I'm trying to keep a poker face because I don't want her to know like how right she is. But like it got to the point where I was like, I just got to tell you, you're this is scary shit. Like, Anyway, she's probably watching the channel right now, studying me.
that's cool. But did you ask questions like, what do you think about this? Like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, you see that? Like, how can I
I
work on
started.
that type of thing?
Yeah. I started asking questions, and like after the end, I was like, "You were right about this," and I told her, "I right about that," and then she just left off on some cool shit, just like, you know, just kind of like karma's real, just stuff like that, just kind of basic things. But who knows? Maybe I'll book another. I got her card. Maybe I'll book something in depth. I don't know. If I do, I'll let you guys know about it. But anyways, man, Derek, I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm gonna keep this
Yeah,
party
Jack,
moving.
likewise. Thank you so much for having me on, brother. Take it easy.
Absolutely, man.
Bon courage with everything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, if I'm ever in France, dog, meet me under the Eiffel Tower, brother.
cool.
Cool guy, man. I like that dude. All right. Let's keep this moving. Yeah, but anyways, man, that spirit guide shit or tarot reading, whatever it was, the psychic, that was trippy, man. Even if she was full of shit, she was on point. This guy, Basil goes, or Basil, I can't read. He goes, I got a bachelor's from PBSC. Oh, that's Palm Beach State College. I actually went there for 3 months, by the way. Oh, act like I don't got no schooling. He goes, and I can't find a job because I have 0 experience. Florida sucks. I don't know what you went to school for, but yeah, not cool. Not cool. And that's why I stopped going to college. I was like, I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm just not wired that way. Some people are like, I'm going to be an engineer or I'm going to build shit. I'm, just a wizard with numbers. Not me. It's like, I don't think any of this is going to be good for me.
Yeah, so this guy, JP Morgan, Jack Morgan, whatever, I stumbled across him just, doing my research for that epic video that I did at the end of last year, 2023, called the social media effect, Odyssey type of thing. And yeah, I tried to, put a collage of videos together that kind of make up some good points of, just social observations that I haven't really seen because I'm not in America. So some of those things were quite revealing to me, even though, they're not really initiated into esoteric info and yada yada. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Take them for what it's worth. So this guy has a pretty decent following. This guy had like a thousand viewers on the during my call with him, and yeah, I looked back at the chat group after the fact. Um, and I saw a bunch of people not really feeling what I had to say. Like, yeah, it was kind of funny. Not the typical crowd I play to or whatever, right? But it was interesting nonetheless, and it was quite a humbling experience, to be honest. I don't think the thing is available anymore. Otherwise, I probably would have taken a screenshot to show you guys. Yeah, there's like this guy trying to. I don't know if he's like the moderator or trying to act like one, but trying to be like halfway of me talking to the guy, everyone's like, "Oh, next caller," as if they weren't feeling what I had to say, which was going over. I was brushing over a lot of shit that this guy talks about because in a couple of videos that I saw, he looks into relationship dynamics and the dating scene and how it's all fucked up, and I was kind of just giving my 2 cents and showing my life experience and how if you really work the Hermetica and just stay within your power and love for yourself and all that, you're going to attract the right person in your life and all that stuff. It's not supposed to be this arduous fucking thing and be all mopey about it and oh, dating. Fuck all that, and fuck the sentiments that go with this disposable uh, interaction with people through, dating apps and whatever the fuck. Be acting all swipe happy and shit. Or swipe sad. Anyway, so yeah, there's a bunch of people, that agreed with this guy, like, oh, put a one if you want to see the next caller and this and that. And then I saw a bunch of people follow suit to that, and I was like, man, really? What the fuck y'all listening to these things for? Like, what are you trying to listen to and all this? I think people feed off of too much of just like the daily, mundane drama, minutia, and that kind of stuff. And when they hear stories of, empowerment and overcoming stuff or whatever, it's like, I'm so used to that negativity stuff. That's more of my, dopamine hit that I was looking for watching this or something like that. But whatever, and then he was the one that brought it up regarding the tarot. He had some reading and this and that because he caught my drift that, and I was going over the Hermetica while telling my story a little bit. It was kind of cool, like in a nutshell, like kind of thing. And yeah, so whatever he had to relate with was something regarding a tarot reading that he had, and people like him still find it a little woo woo and this and that, and to be fair. I don't blame them at all because there's a lot of fake ass gypsies, if you will, trying to just make a quick dollar or several, whatever, with these readings and stuff. And they're trying to just, tell people what they kind of want to hear, that the new age fluffy, good, pseudo good vibe type of shit. Anyway, so, and then I kind of mentioned about the tarot and I tried to dispel some of the taboo bullshit, then and there and this and that, and so yeah, y'all saw that. So yeah, what can you say? I mean, I'm no fucking expert on this stuff. I still need to learn a shit ton about the tarot. You kidding me? That's why I don't really do that many drawings. Even for myself, I usually stick with a 3 card draw. The sacred masculine side, sacred feminine side, and then the center, being the soul. Right? So, anyways, yeah, tell me what you think, because I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with what I said. I'm just trying to appeal to more of a mainstream audience with a little cutting in with some little esoterica and whatever the hell. It shouldn't be scaring you, and the hell, right? So voila. I think that guy's just funny. Just like him with his expressions and body language. It's seems like a funny guy. We'd have a good time if we, had a beer at the bar or whatever the fuck, Like, but yeah, it's not really someone I'd be looking to hang out with on a daily basis type of shit. But yeah, folks like him, I don't know, like I used to be like that, just, going through life and this is all there is, but not really truly peeking under the covers of what the fuck there is out there regarding the occult and all these, really studying ancient traditions and all the secret societies that, have a lot of their knowledge based off of that stuff as well. So, and that's why it's easy to point out that, yeah, natural law, the Hermetica, and things like that, they have been used against us, right? So, yeah, you shouldn't be surprised to find, mystery school tradition books, even if they're written by dark occultists, out in the public domain, because their circles understand this stuff more than the average person, and a lot of the stuff written in the books is going to go over people's heads. And even folks that are awake and aware to some of these things, it's still not going to be translated or understood properly because some of the wordings are kind of encrypted or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, it takes a while to get acclimated to these things, and just, yeah, break it down into layman's terms, especially like on the spot, live and direct, trying to show some respect and not, talk down upon anyone that, isn't up to speed on this kind of stuff, or, you know what I mean? So, you got to try somehow, some way, somewhere, right? And yeah, it's just, for me, I was just happy to get way out of echo chambers, so voila. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not trying to like brag or anything when I say like, oh yeah, I attracted girls in my life and blah 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 blah. Like at the end of the day, like who cares? It's just I'm telling my experience, and if I sound like happy or confident about it, so what? That's just me. But please understand, like I'm humble as fuck, and I've had to suffer tremendous heartbreak. It's not like I had to, but I have suffered for 3 years straight. No, even 4 years, on and off, but almost consistently. And yeah, I was even celibate for 3.5 years. Had long distance relationships, whatever, and all that. Things just didn't work out, especially since the dawning of the motherfucking Rona. But yeah, I ain't trying to be no fucking ladies' man or whatever. I'm trying to be encouraging, be inspiring for people, to let them know that, hey, you can wield your magic to, attract what you really truly want in your life. Just try to fucking have some focus and heart-based intelligence about these things. Level up. Oh yeah, and to be on the level of confidence that I'm at, and so comfortable in my skin after all these heartbreaks, that's the evidence of a shitload of fucking shadow work that I've had to do, on myself, and yeah. You gotta survive that dark night of the soul first and foremost, y'all, and bon courage. What was cool, and I added this, you'll check it out in a second, is the next caller mentioned that, yeah, that was cool what Derek was talking about, the tarot, he's right about da-da-da-da-da, and folks should take it, more seriously beyond this divination crap, so, yeah, that was cool. Looks like a pretty cool woman, so, yeah, respects to that.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Buttercup? So, Lulu, how old are you and where are you calling from?
I am around 30. I'm calling from New Jersey, actually.
All right, New Jersey Bandit. I like it. So, Lulu, what's on your mind tonight?
I like that Derek was talking about the tarot, actually. And I like that you were talking about psychics.
Yeah, honestly, I've never tried it before. I always thought about, you pass by these places, and I'm sure a lot of people watching have been like, oh, like that's probably, but then you also have like that feeling too, where it's like, it's probably bullshit.
Yeah.
At least I did, but I tried it, and I gotta say, I was pretty shocked. I was
Yeah.
pretty surprised. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on it?
Well, the tarot it's interesting if you use the tarot and you use the 11 major arcana cards and minor arcana cards, and you put them in a tree of life. And like he was saying, I think Derek mentioned this, that you can use them both for the progression of the soul on a microcosmic level within yourself with the minor arcana, and then the major arcana can be used for the macrocosmic journey of the soul as a collective.
All right, can we break this down like I'm in 5th grade and explain this to me? Not to. I'm just saying. I'm kind of like, whoa, micro. Um, I
There's a
do.
major,
I
yeah,
do believe though that like the whole like getting in your own way and all that stuff. I feel like there's something, at least in me, and not just from the psychic thing. I've been feeling this way for probably the last 4 years, where like you almost feel like things can be going totally great, but it's almost like you're not even happy. But like I feel like it's almost a choice for me to feel that way. Like if that makes any sense. I'm not saying I'm not happy, but
yeah. My dad always says you can choose to be happy. I don't know if I agree. Like, yeah, you can choose to be happy, but I feel like, but the first, like, I don't know, your first guest, she said that life is suffering, and I disagree with that. I think this has to do with the macrocosmic karmic cycle that we go through. I think that if
okay,
you're
so what is real quick, what is macrocosmic karm how do you say that?
like the first card would be the judgment card at the bottom of the tree. If you
Okay,
put
that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like we don't. There's just like this new age stuff. Like, don't judge. You can't judge people. Don't judge yourself. But I feel like we need to judge people. Like, I'm judgmental. I'll be judgmental of you. I feel
Yeah,
like
of course.
yeah. That's on a macrocosmic level. On the microcosmic level, like you were saying, the first card is Wheel of Fortune, and that has to do with the ignorance of yourself. And I feel like you were saying, a lot of people don't know themselves. Maybe
Yeah, well,
have enough self-respect. Like we have like too much self-hate and self-loathing going on.
that's something that I do agree with that, because that's something I've had to kind of like let go of, was like beating myself up as if everyone else is thinking that like I fucked up in my life, right? Did some not so did some not so cool things, should I say. And I beat myself up a long time for that, but the truth is I'm the only one doing that to myself. No one else is doing that. So I'm making my own self feel bad. If that makes any sense. Sorry, I have you on mute for a second.
Yeah, sorry, there's a street here that's
Yeah,
loud.
we could hear it.
Yeah, I've had to, I've definitely had confidence issues in the past as well that I have had to kind of get out of the bed. It's all about your mental cycles and your mental landscape. Like, what are we paying attention to, and how are we spending our time? That like creates our mental landscape. And usually it's not through a flow or like a pool of water that has substance or that has meaning. Everything has seemed to become like fake in a way, or shallow, and everyone's like stuck in this narcissistic mindset about what they can do for themselves or their outward appearance or how they come across to others, instead of judging people for what actually matters.
Yeah, that's something too. Well, I guess I'll just say it anyways. I'll say it in a future video because I was going to say this. But there was like a thing where it's like I felt like I was disposable. if that makes any sense. Like girlfriends, like it's like you can go into a relationship where, like, in my head, I'm like, oh, we're together forever and shit. But in most people's minds, it's you're just disposable. And then that makes me feel like I'm not good enough. Not just in that aspect of my life, but then it carries on to other aspects. Like, let's say you're working a certain job where there's levels to the job, right? Like, for instance, the restaurant business. If you're a bartender at most restaurants, you're going to make more money than the servers, and then the servers make more money than the hostess, and then the busboys, so on and so forth. So let's say even at work, let's say there's 3 people that seem to get the best shifts, the best this, the best that. So you feel like now you're not good enough. And then on top of that, you can't keep a girlfriend. So now you're not good enough over there. And then over here, you can't seem to go after whatever goal you have. So now you don't feel good enough again. So that's something that, like, I had to deal with and be like, no, I am good enough, just not here or over here. I need to go somewhere else where I'm going to be good enough. If that makes any sense. But I've had that feeling of being like,
Yeah.
I'm not worth it. If that makes, I don't know, any sense to anybody.
All right, so the encouraging moral of the story is that, you know, yeah, we have to put ourselves out there regardless of ridicule. And actually, the more we put ourselves out and get ridiculed, I think the better, you know, because it's, you know, spilling over into, you know, areas that, you know, people aren't used to hearing these things. And the more they hear them, the more they're going to start to realize, like, oh shit, what am I ridiculing for? They're actually onto something. Oh shit, oh, they're actually right. Damn, actually, I want to learn from them. Where do they learn their information? You know, there's a process to these things sometimes, you know, and people unfortunately aren't there yet, whatever, but, you know, c'est la vie. So, and it's nice to get out in the fresh air, you know. Gotta love this place. Right? No. Voila. I'll leave a link for his channel down below if you want to check that out. And yeah, at the end of this video, especially on YouTube, I'll tack on the live stream that he did that I jumped on. So voila. But yeah, look at the fact that, you know, people like him, they're getting paid money. Like during his live stream, people were tipping money and stuff like that. I don't have that availability on my YouTube channel because my shit's, again, not monetized. I haven't made any money off this stuff. So, you know, I'm not jealous at all. I'm not even gonna like go there anymore. You know, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane and do my own thing. And I will be opening up some kind of donation button or whatever via PayPal or something. Even who knows, Bitcoin. I haven't really dabbled into the crypto, but we'll see, yo. Peace out, amigo.
Purchase a token. I'ma start provoking MCs to get off that slow motion. Performance is fast paced. You could never taste pace that stays afloat. Complex, prepare your note taking as I awaken those souls that overslept. Tie you to my mark or watch you dangle off this cliff. I got gifts that are spiritual, from audio to visual. Verbal witchcraft, the warlocks flock the pitiful.
Instrumental, could you find my mental? It's essential that you understand the lyrical potential. Yo, instrumental, could you find my mental? It's essential that you understand the ways of the world. Instrumental, could you find my mental? It's essential that you understand the lyrical potential. Yo, instrumental, could you find my mental? It's essential that you understand the ways of the world.